How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to From the Sidelines. My name is Josh, and I'm here with Chad, Devin, and Noah, and we're going to talk some sports for you guys today. We are on episode 80 of the podcast, so if you want to listen to any of our previous episodes, you can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and anywhere else you get your podcasts. If you want to watch this on YouTube, you can find us at From the Sidelines Pod, and if you want to find us on social media, you can find us at FTS Pod, and if you want to give us any comments, questions, concerns, you can email us at theftspod@gmail.com. Go ahead and follow our TikTok as well at FTS Pod. And let's get right into it, boys. We've got a new Pope of Kentucky. His name is Mark Pope from BYU. He is now our head coach. Is anybody excited here? Anybody? A resounding yes, I can see.
I just want to hear your all's opinions before I throw out my own.
I mean, Josh and I kind of give our opinions next week. I mean, I feel like a lot of people have changed their tune, but I'm still the same. I still have the same thoughts as last week. I'd like to hire a coach that's maybe at least won a NCAA tournament game. Like, maybe I don't feel like that's asking too much. I feel like there's a lot of coaches that have done that feat. So, I mean, he's good. He's a good coach. I won't refute that point. I'm just worried that he's not going to be able to do the recruiting necessary, whether it be freshmen or in the portal. He doesn't have a pretty good track record at that. Granted, it was at BYU, where it's a little more difficult, but I'm just a little worried that the horses aren't going to be in the stables, even though. I mean, he's done pretty well with like not a lot of talent at BYU. I mean, he runs a good offense. I think the style of play will work, especially in the SEC. But can we not lose to 11 seeds in the NCAA tournament, please? That'd be great.
Yeah. So the night that broke, it was just, I don't know. I was about to lose my mind. I was like, really, this is our best option? We went from Danny Hurley. We threw the kitchen sink at Danny Hurley and Scott Drew, and yet we end up with Mark Pope, who lost to Duquesne and has 0 tournament wins and is, I don't know, like, is he proven himself to be a winner? Not really, considering I've won just as much as he has. I've seen way too many people, like, change their mind, even overnight, but, like, this past week, they're like, yeah, we're all in, we're back. I was like, no, I don't think we're back. We're definitely not back, and just because he played here, I feel like that's the only reason he got the job, which is nice and everything. I just hate that for him, because if he fails, it's not going to be a good look, and that might taint our view on him, because he won us a championship. He was the captain of that 1996 team. Like, that was great and all, but that was also 30 years ago. I hope it works. Absolutely, I hope it works. I'll believe it when I see it, is what I'll say. I am excited to maybe run some offensive plays every once in a while. Maybe change up a defensive set. I hope Achilles do that.
Well, I guess I'm the odd man out. I'm sorry, boys. I'm sorry. Not really. I believe in the guy. I actually do really believe in the guy. I watched all these press conferences. I've heard what the man says. I've heard what the man said in the tone. No texting on the court. Like, no phones. Like, he's taking this seriously. Like, coaches aren't allowed to speak on the court. Only the players. They have to hold themselves accountable. They're not allowed. They have to speak to each other. They have to follow their eye movements. They have to do these things. He's putting the small things in place to where it goes down in a real game. And when it comes to coaching, tournament wins, no, they're not there. But, like, hard to get tournament wins at BYU. And no disrespect over there. I mean, I'm just saying, you can't expect tournament wins over there, and because you can't recruit as well over there. It's hard to do that and win tournament games if you can't recruit as well over there. I think he did as much with less as did Calipari did with more. Like, we recruited so heavily and achieved so less, and he recruited with such less and achieved so more. Like, it's insane. 3 times he finished better than Calipari on Kim Pom out of the 5 times within the last 5 years. Sorry. Like, he can win. There's no doubt about that. He can win. Give him the resources that he can have to win, and he will. people are being extremely too harsh. And about the recruiting itself, players, I guess, just don't want to commit to things like that anymore, and that's fine. But I just think that you have no work ethic. I think that you just don't want to work for anything anymore. Like, you want to work for the NBA, yeah, that's fine, but that's money motivating you, not passion, not a devotion to wanting to actually win something and do something with your life. Like, not saying NBA doesn't do something with your life, but, you know, that's just how I feel about it, anyway.
I don't know. The two major points that I just concern me are, one, the fact that we lost to Duquesne in the tournament, despite the fact that Duquesne is a terrible 11 seed. They got absolutely smoked by Illinois in the subsequent round, and they are not a good team at all. And the second point, the fact that Jackson Robinson was clearly his best player last season, and he didn't start him. Just not like a simple coaching maneuver that wasn't executed. I mean, I thought that was a Calipari special, not starting your best players. I don't know if I want to sign up for another coach that has the same ideology. It's just not for me. But I mean, the KenPom stuff, I love the KenPom stuff. I love the offense. I'm really hopeful that it'll work out here, stylistically. And I think, you know, on the court, the product will be what I'm looking for. I'm just worried about winning games in March still. Seems to be a common theme, that something we haven't done recently.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not bought in yet either. I will say his press conference was really good. It was kind of refreshing to hear, you know, someone other than Calipari, and, you know, get that, you know,
salesman.
Yeah, pretty much. Hopefully a good one. Hopefully he means what he says. But no, it was refreshing. You know, I'll say he definitely has me very supportive, not confident, but supportive. I won't gain any confidence until I see them actually out on the court and we have more than 2 players on our roster as well. But I mean, like, the guy did sell me a little bit, and that was quite an entrance too. I mean, coming off the bus with the '96 team and some other alumni holding the trophy. I mean, that was sick. That was super cool to see. Yeah, I don't really know, but 2 players so far: Travis Perry and Colin Chandler, right? So, and one of those guys hasn't played basketball in 2 years. So,
for what it's worth, he's hitting the portal. He's trying. He's talking. He is talking his mouth off to these recruits, trying to get them to come here. He's not giving up on the transfer portal, which is just the new way to go now. He is already doing the right thing to me. He is hitting the portal so heavily and going after these players that are hitting the transfer. That's just the new way to do it. So he's already making the right impression on me. That's what I wanted to see more of. I didn't want to see the recruitment that we are all used to. I want to see such heavily transferred people that either A, have the development to do it if they want to stay, fine, or B, be ready to go. Let's go ahead and get you started. Like Colin Chandler, like, I feel like he's ready to go. Like, from BRU, he's actually pretty decent. Sorry, not ready to go. Maybe a little optimistic, but
2 years with no play in basketball.
But I'm going
a little half court only run. A little half court only run is for
highlights, I guess.
Maybe he's running.
I'm optimistic because I'm excited. I apologize, but still.
Maybe he's been running with the Mormons. I hope so. But,
yeah, they're not allowed to play full court.
Yeah,
right.
They're only allowed to play half court because, like, safety or something. I don't know. Make it make sense.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I hope we get a lot of these portal transfer guys. I mean, we're gonna need them. Minus Khalifa, I don't care to have him. But we've lost everybody at this point. I mean, our entire upcoming freshman class, other than Travis Perry, is gone now officially. All of our remaining players are gone now officially, other than Reed Shepard. Big Z just announced that he's going to Arkansas. You know me, I'm a Big Z stan. I was stalking the guy. I was hoping like crazy that he was going to stay for Kentucky, but followed Cal. So I expect maybe a couple other guys to do that too. But who do you think is the
anytime you have a chance to follow the coach that played you less minutes than Aaron
Right.
Bradshaw? I mean, you got to do it, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't get it. He would have been a stud in Pope's offense. It's so crazy because, like, I mean, You saw it with Khalifa. I mean, he was at the top of the key all year and was hitting guys backdoor, and like just a lot of the offense was being ran through him. And Big Z is a proven passer. I mean, he'd be perfect for that role. And if nobody steps up and guards him, he can also drill a three. So, oh well. Dude doesn't have a brain, but any chance at all now that we have Mark Pope, and he was obviously, Reed Shepard's dad, Jeff Shepard, his roommate in college. Any chance at all that Reed comes back?
It should be zero, because like his draft stock is as high as it's going to get. He should go. There's nothing he can do that would help that. He's already going, as high as he's gonna go. So just because his dad was roommates with now the coach, I'm sure it would be nice to play for him, but you gotta look out for number one, and you gotta get that money. So I'd say he should go, and I would be shocked if he came back.
Yeah, I think he has as good a chance as me as being on the roster next year. Big Bad Zero. I have I mean, outside of the family connections, there is absolutely no plausible reason that he should come back. I mean, it's the weakest draft class in years. He's going to be an easily top 10, top 5 pick at this point. Why would you risk a career-ending accident or injury or something going wrong, draft stock tanking? There's just no reason to risk getting millions of dollars at this point. I mean, you can still get endorsement deals, maybe not as much as you would in Lexington, but the money is still substantially more imperative at this point.
And said it. That's exactly the way it is. You should not tank your draft stock any more than it. Yeah. You're as high as you're gonna go. Take the money and run. Enjoy your career. You did what you could. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, obviously pending, hopefully some portal transfers and maybe a couple more freshmen. I'm just going to throw this out there. I'm not going to set the line at 20 wins because I don't think there's any chance we get 20 wins next year. But do you think we're a 15-win team going into next year? Assuming who?
I was thinking we're going under 500 or what?
What? I would hope we get 20 wins. It's a disaster if we don't get 20 wins.
Really? I don't know.
What, 19 and 12?
Yeah.
No, we better go better than 19 and 12, or this is a disaster.
What happens if we rebuild? What happens if we get like 12? What happens if we go like 12 and 28 or something? Like, what are we gonna?
Or another coaching search.
12 and 28, 12 and 8. Sorry.
We're back to square one.
So if Pope has a bad first year, just call it quits immediately.
I mean, I don't know how many teams have been able to rebuild in year one with the transfer portal these days. Like, I don't see why we should be that poor in year one. I don't get it at all. You should definitely be able to get recruits. I mean, he already has 2 guys coming with him, and then you should be able to bring Khalifa and Jackson Robinson, and I mean, he won games in the Big 12 last year against Kansas and Baylor, and I think they beat Houston also. I mean, that team with limited talent won games. So I mean, I think even in the regular season, we should definitely be a 20+ win team.
I'd like to think
do more with less. Let's believe.
Yeah, I would like to think he could get players. He is now at Kentucky. He's got way more resources and people backing him. Like they've already pledged like $4 million to NIL to help him out.
We already
and like if he exactly, if he can get BYU to a 6 seed in the tournament, and if he can finish ahead of Calipari and Kempom more often than not with the lack of resources over there, like he should be able to do it over here. Like he has the support that he needs. It's just a matter of going out and getting it, doing it, and like in this college basketball we're seeing right now with the transfer portal, like you can rebuild a team in a year and get players. So, and Calipari's just over here complaining like, oh, we never have any resources and stuff. Like, it's because you alienated all the boosters and people that, are important to that. And those people all like Mark Pope, and Mark Pope likes them. Guess what? You're going to get $4 million. They're not going to give $4 million to somebody they don't like. Just throwing that out there.
Yep.
Nope.
Had a horrible relationship with Barnhart, too, so... Yeah, I mean, that'll definitely help with the boosters. I agree. And Rick Pitino, hell, he might even throw some money. He said he would. So,
would you all be excited to see?
He knows all about throwing money.
See that game? St. John's and
I mean, it's a game. I mean, it's only exciting because the two guys standing on the sideline. I mean, nobody cares
Fair
about
enough.
St. John's basketball.
Yikes!
I mean, we're just calling it out.
That's New York. All right.
I mean, what, Madison Square Garden has kicked him out, basically. I mean, they don't even get to play games there half the time.
Fair. I'm just saying, don't say that in New York.
If you want to play a poverty program, I guess, go ahead.
Free dub. Hopefully. But, yeah. Hopefully Pope does good. We'll see. Let's get on to some more basketball here. Obviously, we've got the play-in tournament going on, and a couple games have already surpassed us here. Lakers won, Kings won, and 76ers just won right before we started recording. Got the Hawks and Bulls playing right now. Yeah, what teams do you guys think comes out of this play-in tournament?
I think the Sixers and the Lakers are definitely going to come out. Just a gut feeling.
What?
No, I mean, I think with the Zion injury, you gotta favor the Kings to win that game. Even though it'll be on the road, I still think Sacramento gets it done. I mean, the emergence of Keon Ellis has really stepped up. He was locking down Steph the other night. It was impressive to watch, and I think Keegan Murray spacing the floor. I think with no Zion, it'll be hard for Nola to win. And then in the East, I mean, you think Miami Heat, the Zombie Heat, come back again and face Boston? I think that's probably the most likely outcome.
Well, they surely can beat the Bulls or the Hawks. That's for sure. I'm not worried about that part. Both of those teams stink. Playoff Heat, Playoff Jimmy. Like he has that nickname for a reason. So I'm not going against that.
I do agree with the East take completely with what Devin's saying. He took the words right out of my mouth. And the Kings, Sabonis is going to have a heyday with no Williamson. He might get 20. He might have a 20-20 game in the play-in game. Just boards for days. If Keegan Murray shoots as well as he did last game, you can't touch the Kings. If he keeps dropping those buckets like that, they're almost untouchable. I don't think the shooting will be as sustainable as last game. I think they shot the lights out, so they may come down to earth a little bit, but I do think even on the road in that case, they have this in the bag, and they have the West Coast as well.
Oh yeah, I mean Ellis and Fox and Harrison Barnes too. They were all knocking down threes.
That's how you know it's a good night.
Yeah, that's how you know when Harrison Barnes is
scoring,
busting them in your face. I mean, that's just, but that's just like, boy, that's crazy performance. But I mean, the Kings, they're just a solid team. I mean, Sabonis is an absolute beast. As far as the East, it's got to be the Heat. They've just got too much depth. I mean, playoff Jimmy, he plays basketball when he cares, and he cares when it's playoff time. So expect him to be a 25 points a game performer probably. Hopefully get some good hero minutes, good Bam minutes. Hawkes, I mean, there's loaded. I don't see how they don't pull it off.
Hawkes is, I feel like, going to have a really good playoff run. He was playing really well tonight. I was very impressed.
Yep. So let's see, when we want to talk about the first round a little bit, throw that out there. Obviously, the Thunder, we've got some Thunder fans here. They got the 1 seed, boys.
Did anybody see that coming? Anybody at all?
No.
Yeah.
Just
what a big
Nuggets losing it more than the Thunder winning it. That's my opinion.
Indeed.
Yes.
That
Yeah, lose it. You beat the Thunder weren't even in the conversation like 3 games left because it was between the Nuggets and the Timberwolves. That was the game for the division. Nuggets win the game. It's over. They play the Spurs, who were missing 8 players and aren't trying, and the Grizzlies threw us 4 out there. So all they had to do was beat us the last 2 games of the season, and guess what? They blew it against the Spurs. They blew a 23-point lead, gave up a last-second shot to lose the division, lose the 1 seed. Cost me a bunch of bets that I had them in parlays with their division winners at minus 300. Unbelievable. And there was a 3-team race for that. Like, you can't make it up. But that game alone switches my vote from Jokic MVP to Shea. I'm sorry, I can't. I have to.
Yeah.
You don't win MVP and lose that game.
Yeah. Well, that's fair. I think it deserves to be Shea. I mean, it's definitely. I mean, what Jokic, Shea, or Luka. So I don't know. Give it to Shea, man. He deserves it. He brought his team to a 1 seed, like Chad said.
I agree.
Jokic threw it away. I mean, they're both playing so well, but Jokic he's got a couple of MVPs under his belt. Give it to the youngin. Give it to Shea.
If you value win shares, go Shea. If you value individual performance, I feel like go ahead and take Doncic. I honestly think that is the way to go. I don't know who to take. This is one of the tighter. Evan, are you okay?
No, just go. Keep going. I'm letting it cook.
Oh no, I was just saying.
It might end up in the dumpster, but I'll let you cook.
Oh, okay. Just go ahead and tell your thoughts then.
I mean, it's just Jokic. What are we doing here? I mean, I'm just going to pick the player with the best season. Seems pretty straightforward for me. I don't know.
Fair enough.
What are you on for me? I'm just going to.
I'm not going to argue, but
Best every advanced analytical stat he's leading the league in. Seems like my MVP. Maybe we could beat the Spurs. That'd be great. And the ghost of Devontae Graham, I'd like that. But beggars can't be choosers, eh?
Devontae Graham.
Game winner from Devontae Graham. Have you ever seen it in your life?
Yes.
we have now.
We have now.
Yep. Let's talk about the East a little bit. The Knicks, they got a 2 seed also. A couple of teams that a few years ago, if you said they were going to be this high, I mean, wouldn't have believed you for a second. What do we think about the Knicks getting that high of a seed?
Well, the Knicks should be thanking the Mavs for giving them Brunson. That's what they should be doing.
Yeah.
Brunson is, I would argue, the best point guard in the East. And if he can carry them any further into the playoffs, I think if he was to keep up the pace that he was at, he could be an MVP contender himself later down the road. He's doing fairly well for himself. I think the Knicks are actually a fairly good team to have in the playoffs this year. They might actually get past the Eastern semis for once.
But they're underdogs against the Sixers in the opening round.
That's just the Embiid effect.
Bookmakers don't seem to agree with you.
Yeah, it's just because Embiid was out.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's just unlucky.
That's just unlucky. If you're Embiid, you're already going to be.
But you got the Bucks and the Cavs over here throwing games, maybe. So they can be the 3 and 4 seed.
Well, still, it doesn't matter who you are. If you're Embiid, like I said, you're going to be plus 10 or more or less. Actually, sorry. So, it doesn't matter who you are. They're going to be underdogs if it was the 76ers. I don't see them as underdogs. I feel like the team chemistry is there to get them by the 76ers.
Oh, so you think the Knicks are going to win the opening series?
I would like to think so, yes.
What do you think about the argument of Brunson being all NBA first team?
He's not, no. No, not even, no. The first team is as set in stone as it could be. It's just there's a clear 5, and it's unfortunate. But there's only 5 spots. He's probably 7th on my ballot, so he's a second teamer for sure. But there's no way you can put him ahead of Giannis, Tatum, Luka, Jokic, or Shea. Just clear the 5, best 5. I mean, getting a second seed, congrats. Put up big numbers. Wasn't as efficient from the field. Just not a first team NBAer. That's how it is.
If it wasn't that exact lineup that he just produced, I would argue that Brunson could have made first team. But this year it just wasn't his year to make first team. Devin's completely right.
Yep. Well, I mean, obviously we got the playoffs coming up soon. Do we have any early predictions as to a finals matchup?
I would need to see more.
I got Denver and Boston. Just take the two best teams.
Call it a day.
I just call it a day. I don't know. I think the East is wrapped. The East has been wrapped up for months at this point. So
Yeah.
it's just going to be Boston.
So you don't see the Thunder beating Denver? You don't?
No, I would be more worried about Minnesota.
Yeah.
Or Dallas, honestly.
Hmm.
I don't think the Thunder are going to be a serious playoff team.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I would like to assume the Nuggets would actually be trying every game because it's the playoffs and not go 1 for 3 and lose the tiebreaker to the Thunder in the regular season. But that's just what I would think. I'm sorry, but yeah, no, I don't like who in the East is going to beat out the Celtics though. Really, like the Bucks have been reeling. Giannis got hurt recently. It's just like, and the Knicks are the 2 seed. Like, are the Knicks really going to beat the Celtics? No, yeah.
Might be the Celtics' year. Might be the Celtics' year finally. Just win it all. I mean,
finally.
I mean, they're plus 165 to win the title. Like, insanely low odds for a team that still has to win 16 basketball games. So.
Yep. Well,
are you worried? Are you worried, Josh, about the Thunder in the playoffs? I mean, you only have Chet on the inside, but with the way Josh Giddey has been shooting it, he needs to start shooting at 17-year-olds again, I think.
Oh my god, the slander! Oh my gosh,
that's how we saw one go in, right?
Yeah, giddy up. No, I am worried, yes, because I think there's play-in teams that could beat the Thunder in a 7-game series. I mean, I think I think the Kings could. I think the Lakers could. I mean, maybe even the Pelicans. Like I don't know. I think the West is just so loaded. I mean, that second round matchup, it wouldn't be favorable either. I mean, it's just there's a lot of talent in the West, and the Thunder are so young. I mean, they've got good team chemistry. I don't know. And Chet down low, he's weak. He's so weak. I mean, he's shifty, he's skilled, but he's weak. So I don't know. They'll have to get out in the fast break and score a lot and be really fast. But I don't think they're gonna make it super far. I think they get past the first round. But
yeah, I mean, it's a good thing they avoided the Lakers, because I think if the Lakers had been the 8th seed, everyone and their mother would have been picking the Lakers to win that series. And I mean, I love Sam Presti as much as the next guy, but the absolute malpractice that he didn't add an actual backup center to this roster. I mean, Gordon Hayward, great. He's pretty useless at this point. I mean, we could have just gotten Daniel Gafford, but instead we wanted to work a 3-team trade so Dallas could get him.
You might be sleeping on old Moose a bit.
I'll be in hibernation. Yeah.
I'm gonna tuck him in because I'm gonna sleep on it too.
Mike Muscala, right? He's different. No, they need another center. I mean, maybe you draft one. Maybe you got to get someone though. I mean, like if there's bully ball down low, Chet can't keep up. I mean, it's just he gets back down so easily. So, but
Just know that if you pick the Thunder, you're picking the 2 guys that are singing because AT&T paid them to. They just spam in that commercial through March Madness.
Oh my gosh!
Just Chet and Shea singing. It's like, get me out my ears.
Oh yeah.
Just the worst. All right, boys. Let's get on to a little fun time here. A little game draft thing we're gonna do. We're gonna do a 4-man fast food draft. We're gonna do 5 rounds, and we'll see what the taste buds are gonna be drafting today. I know the Davis brothers are gonna have some wacky picks, but we'll see here. We'll go ahead and spin. We'll do it reverse order here, huh? So let's spin for the last pick here. Got a wheel up.
It's spinning.
Pretty nice.
You said last, right? So
last
it's gonna be me.
pick.
Yeah.
No.
It is indeed Noah. Congratulations, brother. You got the 4th pick there.
Is this snake?
Oh yeah. Well, I think we have to snake it, right?
Yeah, we have to snake.
Yeah. All right, we'll go for pick 3 here.
Spin.
Okay.
Big J.
Big J.
Big J.
Not at all what I
Well-
wanted.
Well,
Not at all. Not at all. All right.
like most drafts, this is starting to lean towards Devin. If you could go into a casino, I promise, and
See?
draft teams.
Oh.
I promise, yes. If you could draft teams and bet on people who would draft where, top 1 through 5, Devin, every time.
Yep.
Never.
Yep. Yet again, Devin with the first pick.
Oh, I'm the first pick. Okay.
Yep. You're up, and then Chad, then me, then Noah. Then we.
See, I was really hoping for the second pick there because there's a clear top 2, and Chad was just gonna make my decision.
I'm just gonna
for
take
me.
the one you don't take.
Yeah. Which is unfortunate. It's an unfortunate reality. But I'm just gonna do it. We're just gonna start off with the 101. It's the clear 101. It's the best fast food restaurant, best value. Best app in the game, game-changing app, absolutely phenomenal. Great breakfast, great lunch, great dinner, best soft drinks in the game. It's just McDonald's. It's just the Golden Arches. I mean,
Oh my God.
well, you think fast food? You think McDonald's? You want to know why? Because it's the best option there is.
Oh my God. That's a.
It
pick.
doesn't. What does it not do well? There's nothing it doesn't do well.
I mean, there's multiple things it doesn't do well.
Best app, best breakfast, best lunch, best dinner, best soft drinks, best fries. The list goes on and on, baby.
Have you ever seen how their chicken nuggets are made?
Chicken nuggets, schmicken nuggets. I don't care. I just.
Yeah, you aren't eating chicken, brother. You're eating goop.
Are you one of those
is,
people that eat the burgers at McDonald's? Do you eat burgers?
I mean, I'm more of a chicken guy myself, but I mean, if you want to give me a Big Mac, I can get down.
Nah,
That's
okay.
right. The McChickens are good. That's fair. And the Sprite and Coke. I mean,
The Dr Pepper, yeah, man. Just
You all are sleeping on High C Orange. I wish.
they got the good dessert, the nice ice cream, the McFlurry, man. Just the apple pie, man. Like the menu, it's just hard to beat. They even got the Shamrock Shake in the March.
I'll give you
seasonal
that.
pie.
Shamrock Shake is gas. I love a good Shamrock.
I mean, nobody's doing it like McDonald's. It's just been a staple every
Unarguable.
year.
Yeah, I mean they started it, so Arches go number 1. Chad, you're on the clock.
I'm just on my deathbed, give me 2 McChickens. That's my go-to meal. That's all I need.
On
right
your
there.
no way.
It used to be like $2 on the dollar menu. They now doubled their prices. But that's
Yeah,
stupid.
that
Yeah.
part's a scam.
Yeah, inflation is just the worst.
Yeah. All right. Well, the clear second choice here. I probably would have picked it first. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm glad I'm not in that situation. But I'm going with Chick-fil-A. The best drive-through experience. The most efficient service you could ever get, and the best fast food quality of food that you get. And they have cows everywhere. People dressed up as cows. What's there not to like? Great sweet tea. They even have cherry Coke. More drink choices than McDonald's, I would say. They have great breakfast, underrated breakfast burrito. It's like my go-to favorite thing now if I go there for breakfast. But yeah, their sandwiches are $5 now, so that's the same with everywhere. But it's not worth $5.
Yep.
But yeah,
No love for the sauces or the lemonade?
Oh, great sauces. I actually not a fan of the lemonade because of the little texture thingies, whatever. They
Interesting.
got little lemon pieces in it. And that's just not for me. I don't like the texture of it. It feels weird. But no, yeah, the sauce is great sauces. Polynesian, Chick-fil-A sauce, 1A, 1B. Any of them, really. It's good choice, good choice.
You see, I thought that was the clear cut number 1. Personally.
I was going for the value, Chick-fil-A a little pricey. I don't know. It tastes better when it's cheap,
You know us. We found value in everything. Everything.
All right, yeah.
I mean, you also got to dock 'em points for getting rid of the honey pepper pimento cheese sandwich, right?
Yeah, that was absurd. That was so good, dude. That was
How are we getting rid of that? That's the
borderline
best thing on their
their
menu by a
best
mile.
Sandwich. Oh yeah, I can't believe they got rid of that, dude. That broke my heart.
Which is better, Chick-fil-A or Polynesian?
Ooh.
Chick-fil-A sauce overall.
I think I got Chick-fil-A sauce too.
Polynesians where it's
Thank you.
at.
Yes, Polynesian is my one.
Yes,
Yes.
thank you.
Sometimes I'll be in a Polynesian mood, but Chick-fil-A.
You'll never catch me eating Chick-fil-A. It's always Polynesian for me. Always.
Yeah, I mean they're like both good, but like
Yeah.
if I always have the choice between which one do I want, I always pick Polynesian because it's just slightly better to me. So the flavor it's just unmatched. It's unmatched.
It's not slightly to me. It's by a mile. Give it to me.
I respect that. I respect it.
All right. Well, looks like I'm on the clock here. I've got my pick here. I don't feel good about it, but I don't feel good after eating it either. So, but whenever I am eating it, I'm loving it. I'm loving it real good. And guess what? Like it's kind of along the lines of Devin. You know, they still got cheap prices. They're one of the few out there that still have a value menu. And I mean, damn. I mean, they might just be one of the best in the game. But I'm getting Taco Bell.
I knew it.
Yeah. As soon as he said value menu, I was like,
I mean, come on. They got the cheap value menu. Like they've got the $5 baskets. If you get the app, you can create your own basket. Back in the day, they had the quesadillas. Still don't forgive them for getting rid of those because that was all-time best fast food menu item ever, maybe.
Yeah.
And then of course they got the Baja Blast. Like I mean, it's their staple. I mean, nowhere else does that. So give me Taco Bell.
I mean, I go to Taco Bell just for the Baja Blast sometimes.
yep.
Like that's like my favorite part by far.
The Cinnabons too. Yes, they got some slushies too. Underrated breakfast. Oh my god. You get a breakfast crunch wrap, dude. Oh my gosh, so gas. I mean, they're doing numbers, man. They're doing numbers. I'm glad to be a part of it.
Yeah, you lived off Taco Bell in middle school.
I did.
Just
I
lived on it.
I did. If we were hanging out, brother, we were going to Taco Bell. That's just what we were doing, and that was okay with me. I mean, the toilet didn't like it, and but I mean, it's pretty much like a fast food laxative. But when it's going down, it's great.
Complaint. You won't hear a complaint from me.
All right,
That's a spot-on choice.
Yep. Noah, you are on the clock, brother.
All right. So I'm back to back on the clock here. So we're gonna start with a sleeper pick, and then we're gonna go with probably a more obvious pick for the next one. And Devin, I hope that you agree with my sleeper pick because I think you will. It has a very sentimental value to us, especially on those late nights when you're out with some friends and you need a quick bite and it's affordable, and you need it. Well, relatively affordable. Is it on McDonald's level? No, it's not on
pancakes.
No.
Hey-o.
Good one. Good guess, but no. And it comes with lots and lots of options that I can get into on a testimonial value and express. Excuse me. So I can express how much I enjoy it. It's Cookout. I'm taking Cookout first round. I am taking Cookout all the way through.
Hey.
I am showing love to all these guys because they showed it to me one night when we went out, and I didn't know about it. And even Devin gave me the meal: 2 cheeseburger quesadillas, banana pudding milkshake, which I added to myself because you can't go wrong, and double with just cheese. All that, $10. That to me, especially after a night out where you may have spent a little too much on some drinks, that's just the right spot to you. And much to Josh, it ain't coming out right, but it's going good, coming in right. It is so delicious. Oh, it's so delicious. And it's convenient. It's just so convenient. 2 drive-thrus is the way it's made. And how their drive-thru, as far as busy as it gets, I've seen it get back onto the main road where our local one is. And it only took about 10 minutes, like 5 minutes. It's not that long at all. And everybody's relatively friendly, especially the people outside. For being so late at night, I would be so agitated.
I don't know. I've seen some strange things outside that cookout at night.
Well, I haven't got to go that much. I haven't got to go that much, but when I do eat it, I am definitely taking it.
It's not exactly a place you want to be, you know.
Well, not in the area of Lexington that it is in. No, you're probably correct. But the cookout itself, I love the idea. So,
I had to dock it a few points just because they don't have a dining room Like
Yes.
I mean, they had one, and then COVID, they decided to just close it, and then
All of them.
like, oh, I'll never reopen them. I'm just like, what are we doing here? Like,
I will have to.
So,
I had to walk through the drive-through one time because of that.
yeah, it's just like, what are we doing here?
Absolutely. Well, if I was about to bring that up, I do like how they at least have outside seating for like the summer, spring, and fall. I guess that's very nice. The outside windows is very convenient attached, so you can just walk up and get it. I do like that, but Devin is actually right. I forgot about that very thing. Jeez.
Yeah. I mean,
And then-
studying the milkshake flavors on the menu is like studying for a stats exam. Like, there's just so much stuff there.
And it's like choose 2 or more sides, and then it's the entire top length of the menu, and I just okay. Oh, and the hush puppies, you got me. The hush puppies are so sweet, so sweet. Way better than Long John's. Yeah.
That's not hard.
Yeah,
That's not hard.
I mean, you could lick my.
I know there's going to be those folks out there that are like, probably not better than Long John. Anything's better than Long John.
Brother, you could lick my pinky toe and it'd be better than Long John's.
Promise. And then with the other pick, a little better. Now here's more on the value side. I don't know if they have a value menu. I think they do. I could be wrong. I do know that they are 99-cent corn dogs at this restaurant that I am going to take back to back, and I'm going to take Sonic. Sonic, with the amount of slushies it has, the amount of drink selection it has for year-round, there's just too many options. The cherry limeade, to me, could die for. The pretzel sticks. I could eat 5 of them, 6 of them. I'll pay for it because I'll take the biggest clump of cheese out of the cup that they give to you, and I will scoop it and just devour it. And no thought for my human life or health. Just being so happy. And then the popcorn chicken, that's where I get it. The popcorn chicken. Y'all might argue for the burgers. I'm not that big of a burger guy. But I will say, if you are a burger guy, Sonic is for you, but that's not for me. But the popcorn chicken, that is smacking. I always dip it with the cheese that they give, the pretzel, and then the buffalo sauce, which is just Frank's, sadly. I'm going to have to deduct some points. It's just red hot Frank's that they put in a styrofoam cup. Sad. Think I don't know my hot sauces. and it's... I just love it. That to me, the 1-2 combo for the first round for me, I think I did pretty well.
Yeah, they got good mozzarella sticks too.
Oh yes, I forgot about the mozzarella sticks. You're absolutely
gas. Those are gas.
Yeah,
all right.
They do half price drinks if you order on the app all the time.
Yep.
No happy hour, nothing. It's just if you order a drink on the app, it's half price.
That's also one thing I forgot to deduct Cookout for, is that they don't have an app. If they had an app and they had some sort of reward program, I feel like that would be a very definitive 1.04.
Yeah.
But also Sonic does have an app, and they offer the exact reward that I was trying to remember.
Yeah. And you can drive up into the spots too. I mean, back in the day, they had the roller skates. Just a nice
Do they not have the roller skates anymore? I thought they did.
Not really.
They did away with those years ago.
Somebody probably got hurt and they sued. Sad.
Yeah, just unfortunate. But we'll swing back over to me. Round 2, pick 3 here. You know what? No chicken places have been taken yet. And I'm going to be... Oh, wait. I'm dumb. Sorry. Maybe it's just because I forget that this place has a way better chicken sandwich than Chick-fil-A. But give me Popeyes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Give me Popeyes. I mean, like I said, the best chicken sandwich in the game.
Oh.
I mean, their fries are gas. They've got good sauces too. The black pepper, ranch, so good. I mean, just the best chicken in the game. I mean,
my
nothing
only
about it.
qualm is that only the spicy chicken is good.
Whoa!
Or the original chicken sandwich is not that good.
Bro, you are on a different planet. What?
Or is it backwards?
You have it completely backwards. I was about to say the only reason that Popeyes loses points is because the spicy chicken sandwich is absolute bunzo. The regular chicken sandwich.
No, I was back. Okay.
Oh, I think they're both gas. I think they're both gas.
No, I got the spicy that one day. Oh, it was the biggest regret of my life.
They do douse like the spicy in way too much sauce sometimes, but if they lined up on the sauce, it'd be perfect. But yeah, their regular chicken sandwiches, you can't beat it.
Yeah, it's way better. I don't know what Noah's on.
Okay, all right. I'm just saying for
The
my experience.
mayonnaise is elite on the regular one.
Oh, yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah. I mean, their fries are good. I mean, the biscuits are good, especially if you get some honey with them. Oh, I mean, just
Good,
a good
good mashed potatoes.
good mashed potatoes. Just a good solid restaurant. Like it's what KFC wishes it was.
Or your large drink to swallow your one biscuit. All I say.
Well, their
That's-
biscuits are good, brother. They ain't they're
Nah,
dry.
every time I have one of their biscuits, they're drier than the Sahara and the bottom of a boot. Promise.
Oh my god.
That's my. What?
Mine are usually pretty good. They're usually pretty good and buttered. That's how I feel about KFC though. KFC's got some dry biscuits. But yeah, give me Popeyes. We'll keep this going. Round 2. We're back over to Chad. He's shaking his head.
Jeez. That's because my last 2 picks both got sniped. So in that order. So
Nice. Oh, Chad was trying to go double chicken. I
saw-
respect it.
I saw the face of disappointment after I said 99-cent.
yeah, I was like, I literally just ate those.
You and me both.
Yep.
Oh gosh. Sheesh. So I don't know where to go with this angle, but I think I do actually, because there's one right around the corner from my neighborhood. But it's a Freddy's. And I'm going with Freddy's because it's a way better version of Steak and Shake, and you know how much we like Steak and Shake. But it's a better version. They got better ice cream, better burgers. Fries, Steak and Shake fries are hard to beat. But hey,
He says great
they're
fries.
similar. They're similar, yeah, but like Steak and Shake
Yeah,
fries.
like-
Steak and Shake fries is the only thing they have over Freddy's.
Yeah,
That's
steak
the
and shake
only
fries
thing.
are
Yeah.
good.
Every time I have Freddy's fries, they're way too soggy for me. Yeah, I ain't doing it now.
Yeah, it's just like when you go to Freddy's, though, you can get a burger and a shake. Like, that's something about the vibes of that is just immaculate. So,
Every
So
time
since-
I went into a Freddy's too, it just looked better on the inside than a Steak and Shake did. I don't know why.
it's because of the black and white flooring. It's like, that
You're
is
right.
not appealing at all.
You're exactly right.
It's like you're walking in a dirty kitchen or something, is what it looks like. But, yeah, so Freddy's is my pick there.
Respect.
Freddy's sauce is gas too.
Oh, yeah.
You get the jalapeno one. Yeah, now we're talking. All right, we're back up on the clock. I mean, I'm not saying that this was under consideration for the 101 for a very distinct reason, but I mean, there's no way I thought it was going to get back to me. We're taking Raising Cane's. I'm just going to get the better chicken place.
Yeah.
Josh taking Popeyes. I
Is
thought he was
it?
going to take Cane's.
I mean,
Yeah, it's better.
talk about
it doesn't have a
extreme
good
back pain from their
sandwich.
sauce.
But
Yeah.
Whoa!
Have you
no,
ever
the
taken a
toast?
bite? Have you ever taken a bite of their chicken
No.
by itself? Zero seasoning whatsoever. It's the most bland
Yeah.
thing. If you don't have that sauce, you don't have the restaurant.
And not only that, you mentioned the toast. It's the only thing seasoned in the box.
Yeah, the toast is good. The toast is gas. I'll give you the toast. The fries are just crinkle fries. Nobody likes crinkle fries that
But
much.
the fries are
They've been
just
left under
conduit
heat
for the
lamp
sauce.
for 3 hours.
Yeah,
Like
it's
that,
literally
you know.
you're only drafting it for the sauce. Like the crinkle fries, they're not that great.
No,
the
I'm
chicken,
drafting it for
not
the
that
sauce,
great.
the sweet tea, and the toast.
Cool. That'll be $8.
Chipper, you get some toast and sweet tea.
Hey, yeah, I wish I was paying eight.
I wish I was
the
paying
reason,
too.
The reason I wasn't considering the first round is because it's so
What I'm
expensive.
saying, no, for what I'm saying, $8 to are the 3 things you ordered. They wasn't even the main chicken tenders. That's what I was saying.
All right.
Fair enough.
No speaking facts.
I'm just telling you that you can never go wrong with Cane's. You want to go to Cane's? I'm down. That's all I'm saying.
I don't disagree, but
Yeah, so are your pockets. So have fun.
back pain for the sauce. Extreme back pain.
Oh,
It
sure,
is.
but it's elite. If you
It's
do
a
something
great meal.
elite, I'm gonna reward you.
And the thing I was gonna say, like you're paying $12 for 4 chicken fingers. That's not even just inflation. That's just highway robbery, in my opinion. And if you get it to go, it's just it couldn't be worse if you get it to go, and it's in that styrofoam box and it gets all sweaty. Like you have to get it dine in.
Valid,
That's when it's the
valid.
best. It's crazy how much worse it is if you get it to go. So if you go there, dine in.
All right, and then my next pick, I'm gonna go with a little Cincinnati special. We're gonna go Skyline Chili. Talk about a fantastic place. If you're in the mood for a little 3-way, a little 4-way action, I mean the cheese coney goes incredibly hard. I mean just It's one of those places where you can't just pick one or the other. You have to get a 3-way with a side of a cheese coney.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh my god, I literally had it for lunch today.
I mean, the cheese is amazing. I mean, of course, the chili goes. It just hits different. I mean, and then you get the oyster crackers. You can put some hot sauce on them if you're in the restaurant. I mean, just a fantastic time. I mean, the only problem is you got a tip for some reason. I get to understand why, but outside of that, no complaints from me.
Just a great vibe too. It's just so like if there's anywhere you wanted to go, like any fast food restaurant that you wanted to go to, like on a snow day, like on a rainy day, and just feel comfortable and cozy, it's Skyline. I mean, they're so good, and they got a chili burrito too. I mean, just gas.
That's for me.
All right, Chad, you're
All
up.
right, we're swinging it back around to me. Devin's not gonna like this pick. I don't care. I like this place. I'm going with Culver's right here in the third round.
I hate you so much. I knew Devin didn't like it, so I was holding out for it because that would be my first round pick in a normal. But oh my gosh, unbelievable!
Yes, another good burger. The chicken. Don't get the chicken. Why would you go to Culver's for the chicken? Don't do that. Get the burger. It's a good.
No.
It's a good.
No one's not gonna like that statement at all.
Oh, he said that on purpose. First of all,
I know. Yeah.
I know the chicken tenders are some of the best you can possibly have. Chicken tenders, pretzel bites with cheddar cheese and whatever flavor of the day they have. Chocolate, caramel, cherry crunch, whatever. I don't know. But just go ahead. Promise, you will not regret it. Dip the chicken in the cheese. Oh.
You know, the thing about Noah when he goes to these places is like when the corporate does their like item analysis of like, oh, what's our best selling items? Like what should we promote and stuff? You know, most places, you know, the most populous item, like, you know, Burger King, the Whopper, you know, stuff like that. Nah, Noah's the like one person that's ordering like the most obscure restaurant like item on the menu.
You know,
Corporate's like, who's ordering this garbage? Oh, Noah's that guy. That's Noah.
I do that to a certain extent, but I know folks that buy barbecue at Mexican restaurants on a personal level, so I'm not the worst person out there when it comes to this. It's just like, I don't know. I may enjoy chicken tenders at Culver's more. Like, I don't know. There was one time I tried the hot dog at Steak and Shake. I paid for it, but it was not the best time in the world, or the worst, I should say. But like, you just try things. Like, okay, so like if you go to Applebee's, what do they go? You go for a steak, right? I go for the chicken.
Well, I'm a normal person. Yeah, I mean, you go to Waffle House, you probably don't even get a waffle. I mean, you probably get like a hash brown bowl or something.
I hate being called out, but yeah, I do. I
There
get
you go. I rest my case. Everybody else gets the All-Star
either that or the
Special,
patty
this guy.
melt. No,
They do have gas.
Even worse. At least the hash brown.
They do
bowl
have
is good.
gas hash brown bowls. I will say.
Thank you.
That is true, but
Oh, so I'm being ridiculed for something that is true.
I mean, it's good, but like, I'm just getting the All-Star Special. Like, it's just better.
Okay.
See, his counterpoint would be, how many times can you get the All-Star Special? Let me try something different. Am I right?
And that's a time you're sacrificing not getting the All-Star Special.
Fair enough.
Okay. All right. Sorry, Chad. Continue
but-
with why Culver's
No, I was just
actually
gonna-
good
no,
to these amoebas.
My second pick in a row with a burger and ice cream place. Like, what's there not to like? It's just not as good as Freddy's, so that's why I'm taking it
Your
here.
first one
But
was way better. Your first one was way better.
Right? No, Culver's is gas, bro. Culver's is so
No,
good.
I mean,
The cheese
it's really
curds,
good.
the quality of the
Really
meat,
not- really not.
the
Most overrated
custards. The
items.
custards are incredible. I mean, just so good.
oh yeah, and they'll usually give you like a free ice cream bowl for like a survey every time you go there.
Yeah.
They have the rotating flavors of the day. It's just great. It's a great time.
That was the only person that hates
Perfectly-
free ice
perfectly
cream, I
mid.
guess, because it says it right there on the
Perfectly
receipt.
mid.
So I guess. All right. Fine.
Perfectly mid.
Well, I guess it's my pick, and Chad stole it, so I'm in shambles right now. Man, that would have had a big 3 going, but I guess I'm gonna have to take it because I need a burger place. I've got Taco Bell. I've got I've got Popeyes. So I've got 2 different sub areas of the fast food chain restaurants covered. So I got to get the burger place. So I got to go with Steak and Shake here. I mean, the shakes are banging, the burgers are diverse, the fries are amazing, and the vibes are immaculate. You go in there on a Friday, Saturday night at like midnight, 1 a.m., it just hits different. I mean, they're playing like great music. You're sitting in those booths, and it just feels like, you've seen the inside of a Steak and Shake. It feels like you're like in the 50s. Like, it's a good vibe. Other than the floors, I will say the floors are terrible. But yeah, I mean, just good burgers, good fries. I mean, great milkshakes. Got to go for it. Couldn't leave that on the board because we know what burger places are left, and they're quite a. Quite a bit further down.
Burger picks early. Yeah.
So give me Steak and Shake.
They got the 4 for 4. I can get down with the 4 for 4 for sure.
Oh yeah.
Well, I do need a chicken place because Sonic is a burger place. I just like the popcorn chicken because Devin's point and chat and everybody else's point about me just getting stuff where I shouldn't get stuff is completely valid. So it's fine. But for chicken, we're going to go the other place that does season their chicken, but prices it the same way that Cane's does. We're going to go Zaxby's. That's the way we're going to go. That's the way I'm going to take with one of my picks for the back-to-back. If you're in the mood for seasoned chicken, basically, if you prefer the tenderness of Cane's chicken, go to Cane's. If you actually like seasoning on your food and you're a grown-up, go to Zaxby's. It's fine. They have it in all different ways. They have chicken bacon ranch fries that are to die for, that you can put their extra like Cajun seasoning fries that they have. Oh, sorry, did I say that? Cajun fries. Oh, Cajuns could only dream. And then you put that on top of the chicken, and then they have sides. Cane's doesn't have sides. They have 4 items that you can pay $12 for. That's it.
One of them being coleslaw.
If you want lettuce with mayo, fine. Put it on a sandwich. But don't cut it up and put it in a cup. That's fine. That's just not it. And they have cheese curds. If you want Culver's, but you don't want the burger of Culver's or something, and you want chicken, you can still get your cheese curds. I've never met anybody that doesn't like cheese curds. If you don't like cheese curds, you're just any opinion you have is invalid. And then
Breach.
They have salads. If you want to eat a little healthier with some chicken in it, they have some salads, and they even got some wacky names for them.
They got some good salads too. Oh my god!
Yes,
chicken Caesar, crazy.
Yes, absolutely. That was the one I was about to give. The chicken Caesar salad is actually fairly well made for Zaxby's. The only reason.
They even have their own boneless wings. Like the $8 boneless wings meal. That's like my new go-to thing now. So
absolutely.
Good.
Boneless wings and yep, absolutely. You're completely right. The only thing that my only qualm is the price, and the environment is a little dull if you decide to go in and have a sit, or and it can get if you eat it too much, a little too much, you can get a little sick. That seasoning ain't gonna sit with you very well.
It's like top 5 worst fries though.
Yeah, the crinkle cut. It's not.
Those fries are awful.
They're too thick too.
Yeah, they're way too thick. They don't make it as crispy for me that I would like. But like I said, I just appreciate that they put effort onto the meal. And then also for the next pick that I got, it's a little bit on the fence here. We're getting to the tougher choices here. That's harder to defend. I'm just gonna have to go off the quality of food at this point. But and saying quality of food and saying this, depending where you're at, can honestly not be a good thing, because it depends on how your joint is ran. But we're gonna go Arby's. I enjoy Arby's. I tried it the other day. I was recommended a fish sandwich. It was actually okay. It was really good. They have the meats. It was actually very well. They have the meats. I very rarely have a bad time there, but you can have it. The thing about Arby's is that if it goes wrong, it goes wrong. But when it goes right and it hits that spot, Arby's hits. You get that. You get the French dip with some curly fries and some red ranch. Now, a lot of people know about that red ranch. If you get that red ranch and you dip it with the fries, woo-wee, it'll shut you down. But you have to make sure that you finish it with a Dr. Pepper and a thing of a cherry turnover. If you don't get the cherry turnover, there ain't no complete meal from Arby's. You got to get that sweet treat from there. Now, sadly, this is going to come out to about 12 to 15 bucks. They're not on the cheaper side anymore. But we're getting to the point where a lot of these places aren't because we took all the cheap ones first. So, I have no problem with Arby's. That is a good time for me.
I was really hoping Arby's would go undrafted, TBH.
Really?
I've never thought once in my life, like, you know where I want to go eat? Arby's. I'm feeling a roast beef sandwich. That's never once happened to me. Sure, they have a good fish sandwich, but, like,
I don't
this
get
is
the
not
roast
something
beef.
I ever think to
Kinda.
eat.
Oh yeah,
I get a French dip.
only thing I give them like an A+ on is their curly fries. Those are gas.
Curly fries are superior.
And I don't mind myself a beef and cheddar. I personally go with the horsey sauce though.
Horsey sauce. That's fine. As long as it's not the Arby's sauce to me. I'm not a big fan of the Arby's.
Yeah, I don't even know if I've had that. I don't even think I've had the, would you say, cherry turnovers?
Yes,
Yeah,
you
I don't-
have to have the cherry turnover. Those are delicious.
Are they just like pies?
Yeah, they're like pie. So like they're triangular pies like this, and they're filled with cherry filling, and they're covered with like icing on top of it. It's really good.
All right.
But those are my 2 picks. So
Respect. So for those who don't know, we did discuss this before the podcast, but we're only drafting places with drive-throughs. So if you're thinking, like, oh, why have they not taken Five Guys or something like that? It's because they don't have a drive-through. So just want to throw that out there. And this place that I am about to draft, it does have a drive-through. And, you know, I've got lunch and dinner pretty on lock. And, you know, a couple of these places, obviously, they have breakfast, but I want a good, really good breakfast place. And what's the best breakfast item you can think of? A good hot donut. Give me Krispy Kreme.
okay,
Sure.
sure.
Give me Krispy Kreme. I mean, you go get some hot and ready donuts, brother. Oh my God, they just melt in your mouth. It hits so hard. I had to take that. I don't know if anybody was thinking of it. You can get coffee there too.
I was not.
mean,
Was not on my board.
yeah, I mean you can get coffee there too, but you know, like, come on, nobody's gonna like if you want coffee, go to Starbucks. But like, you know, you go there for the donuts. You go there for the nice start to the morning. I mean,
You can watch how the donuts are made.
oh yeah.
Like a little mini donut factory.
Oh yeah, it's just so good, dude. I mean, there's just, you know, nice glass of milk with it. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God, just so good, dude. I'm tingly thinking about it.
Gosh, just have to have a moment here with donuts.
Hey, you know the good part. You know what the good part about Krispy Kreme is, though, Josh?
What is that?
If you go to McDonald's, you can get Krispy Kreme donuts there.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah,
It
so, I
probably
mean,
tastes like a
yeah.
hockey puck
Might
because
as well
they've been
just-
sitting out forever.
Might as well just go to the 101.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Get the Krispy Kremes that have been sitting on their shelf for 4 or 5
Under a heat
hours
lamp.
that are hard as a hockey puck. Yeah, no, I like mine hot and ready and fresh right from the developers.
There's nothing like being out at least one of the childhood memories I have is being out late at night, and it's like 8, 9, or like not even late considered, but for a kid that's late, 8, 9. Seeing that hot and fresh sign be on and getting some donuts, nah, that is a childhood memory for me.
Mhm.
That you are completely right. There's Devin saying getting Krispy Kreme donuts at McDonald's, please. Jeez. Those things have probably been sitting under a heat lamp since the moment the truck stopped to give it to them. I promise they're stale. Promise. No, it's completely right. Krispy Kreme donuts was a steal.
Respect. Chad, we're over to you.
Well, I can finally give, this classic place here. Chad and Devin staple. You said hot and ready earlier. It was already on my radar. Queued up. You just set me up perfectly. But Little Caesars pizza place has a drive-through. Cheap pizza. Great pizza for cheap. Like Not a popular pick. No, they say you say like it's cardboard. I disagree. It's
Little
just
cardboards.
great.
Yep.
He's like $5 and you get like 2 or 3 meals out of it. Like
Is it even $5 anymore?
No,
Has
that's
it-
the
Yeah,
problem. It's like 7 now.
it's now like
Yeah.
7.
Yes, you're
but,
paying
yeah.
more for just the worst thing in existence.
It's still half as much as Domino's, which ain't that much better. So
Domino's is not objectively lower on the pizza scale, but Little Caesars isn't even on the pizza scale. It's that bad.
I guess they got good. The Italian cheese bread is amazing. I'll give that. That is some good cheese bread that they have to offer.
Yeah, Crazy Bread's pretty good too.
And the Zap
Have you-
Pack. I will hoard
Have you
them.
had the new? Oh, the Zack packs are good. Have you had the new Crazy Puffs yet?
No, I
Mhm.
do. I would. They do look good. There's all these
They're
memes
supposed to be
about.
gas.
Yeah, there are all
I'm
these
just
memes
saying.
like, these crazy puffs are terrible, and they just go by one, but they're still insulting the food as it eats it. So, like, apparently it must be good.
yeah,
But
go
I've not had it
go
yet.
through and
I guess they ran out of cardboard to cook with in the pizza fryer, so it's fine. They actually put their pizza on a metal hand instead of a cardboard box. Promise.
no, it's actually made into the cardboard box.
Oh no,
It's
promise.
part of the whole thing. Yeah.
No, they just throw it underneath the pizza and burn it with it. Promise. That's why the crust is always so burnt on the bottom and it's black because it's just cooking on top of something.
Yeah. The way you're describing it though is after it's like a week old. But like if you get it fresh, like it's good.
And guess what? You'll be lucky if you don't get one that's a week old because they still leave their pizzas that they don't serve out to give to you. So that's fun. That's fun.
Alright, enough of Noah's slander. We'll go last turn here. Last turn we'll get into the end of round 4 and start round 5. I'm gonna get the value of the draft. There's a reason I haven't taken it yet. It's probably should have been my second round pick, but I knew it would be here for me. Sleeper of the draft, the best value of the draft, In and Out. I mean, come on, what are we doing here? I mean, we're taking Steak and Shake over In and Out. Are we on the same planet?
I've never been to
In-N-Out is-
California, brother.
We're not in California, so
You
we
don't
might be
I
on the
mean,
same planet, but we're not in California.
I'm just telling you, y'all don't know what you're missing out on then, because In and Out is easily a second round pick in this draft. Probably better than Freddy's, definitely better than Culver's. I mean,
The animal fries.
the animal style fry is fantastic. I mean, the burger is gas. Don't let anyone tell you differently. It lives up to the hype. I thought it was gonna be the most overhyped thing of all time. Couldn't be more wrong. Absolutely electric.
When I went, all I had was the animal fries. I don't know why I didn't get anything else at the time. I think I wasn't feeling it, but I just wanted
That
to
was
try
minus.
something.
That was minus 1,000.
I just didn't.
Why would Noah? Why would Noah get the burger? That In and Out's made me
I
like,
just got the animal fries. I didn't get anything else that wasn't going to be there. I didn't, or be known for. I got the animal fries. And when I had them, they weren't very good. I guess you had them a better time.
yes,
I had
fantastic.
mine in Washington State. You had yours in California. Maybe it's better there, granted. I wish I had good In and Out, but every time somebody talks about it, I'm like, it's just mid. There's a reason it was taken in the second or third round.
Fourth.
I'm just telling you. I knew I was getting a value here, so I was saving it. For my last picks. My fifth round pick. Unfortunately, couldn't take sub places because they don't have any drive-throughs. So, shout out to all the sub places that I would have taken here. But I'll go with the place that does have a drive-through. Somehow fell to me as well. Panda Express. I mean, if you're looking for some artisan Chinese cuisine, well, look no further than Panda Express. You got dry. You got the orange chicken, one of the best meat choices out there. Absolutely fantastic. You can get it with the fried rice, the noodles. I mean, just an awesome time.
You know your Chinese food's not good if you have to wrap it in a tortilla to give it substance. That's just all.
They don't wrap mine in a tortilla.
There was a time where Panda Express wrapped Chinese food in tortillas because it just wasn't hitting the same.
All I know is I just put it on a fork and in my mouth, and it's a good time. That's all I can ask for. So
Granted,
it delivers.
granted, I have to eat it because our town is like only has one good place for Chinese, and it has a drive-through. Drive-through Chinese is just not it to me. I'm sorry, but
I'm just telling you, Panda Express does it right. I'm just, I mean, yeah, there's
yeah.
Beijing beef, orange chicken, walnut shrimp. I could go on forever.
You're right.
That's one of the
Can you
places
get
where I
little
will.
chopsticks? Can you get
Yeah,
little
you fancy
chopsticks?
a little chopstick
Yeah, I
action?
fancy some
That's for
chopstick.
you, yeah. You got a fortune cookie at
make
the
it-
end, man. I mean, come on now.
Make it harder to eat.
All these things that I'm not hearing lo mein. Kind of crazy.
Said lo mein.
Did you? I didn't hear it.
Did I not?
No, I didn't hear lo mein. I heard orange chicken, walnut, and I didn't hear.
Oh, I already mentioned the fried rice and lo mein noodles earlier.
I didn't hear the lo mein. I thought we were leaving out.
Now, you were too busy. You were too busy hating. You couldn't appreciate the fine delicacies of Panda Express.
They give it to you in that. They give it to you in that cute little box, fancy little box.
The packaging is.
I love the packaging. Yeah, S tier packaging. Well, my last pick, I don't like it. We're just scraping the bottom of the barrel here. But what does this place have that they do really well and that I like really well? I don't even go for the food. I just go for the ice cream. It's Dairy Queen. They got the best blizzards ever. I sniped Josh's pick. That's okay. That's payback for Popeyes. But yeah, Oreo Blizzard. Anything. They got seasonal flavored blizzards. A million of them. Just cotton candy. They even have like animal cracker flavored this right now. It's just s'mores is good. Birthday cake, whatever, you name it. They got everything. So I don't even care about the food. I just like the ice cream.
Unbelievable.
They got some good biscuits and gravy, no?
Good breakfast, yeah.
Biscuits
Yeah.
and gravy are
That
gas.
That biscuit and gravy bowl smacks.
Their
Yeah.
burgers are solid too. I mean, they go with the chicken tender basket. You can dip it
Yeah,
in
you can
gravy.
dip it in gravy.
Yeah, they good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Another place with good sides as well. Very good.
respect. I respect.
Yeah.
Well, snipe my pick. 2 times in a row. I had sniped Culver's too, but God, all right, give me Wendy's. I mean, it's not great, but I'll tell you what is great: the spicy nuggets. Nobody can argue that. Their spicy nuggets are unbelievable. Get the ghost pepper ranch with them. They're gas. I mean, their burgers are so hit and miss. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. And then their fries, I mean, they've got like the sea salt fries, so they're okay. They're a little bit thick for my liking, but they're okay. Yeah, I mean, it's the spicy nugs carrying it for me in this last round for sure.
Like the big bags.
The biggie bags, yep.
They were better when they were 4 for
Value.
4, but
Yeah.
yeah, whatever. The smallest drink you've ever seen in your life, by the way. Like,
Yeah.
it's not even like a sip.
Oh, and Frosties too. They got good Frosties.
Never forgetting
They
a
do.
classic snack here, especially dipping your fries in the Frosty. Like,
Yeah.
we're missing some classic snacks.
Imagine wasting your Frosty by dipping fries in it.
Imagine wasting your life thinking it's not good. Like,
Imagine not having fun. Yeah.
Jeez.
I tried it one time and I was like, I'd rather just eat the Frosty by itself. I'm just wasting my Frosty supply.
Oh wow. All that take was as cold as a Frosty. Okay.
All right, Noah, round it off for us.
Rounding it off. I need a nice sandwich place, and it's not the best of the bunch, but it has a drive-through, unfortunately, so it's gonna have to count for this occasion. Because unless somebody can tell me that Jersey Mike's has a drive-through, which I don't think it does.
I would have been gone round 1 or 2, brother.
Yeah.
Yep. We're gonna have to go Subway here. I need a sandwich spot. When you're wanting a sub, like, and you don't need a place, and you don't want to go sit down and get a sub at a nice actual sub joint, this is your next best thing. So it is the last pick that we're gonna take. I understand that you've seen fresher food in many other restaurants that are probably questionable at best, but it hits when it's right. Hey man, the steak and cheese, the Italian herbs bread. The bread is great. I love the bread that they have. You can't go wrong on any of the breads. If you're healthy, you got the healthy bread. If you want something that tastes good, Italian herbs and cheese. If you want something that's good with like the meatballs or something, they even have a flat bread. They did their breads right. But man, the food, like the items that they put into the sandwich, like the tuna looks dead. The steak, you're lucky if it's cooked that day, if it's not that month. And I'm just saying, the lettuce looks dry. They'll ask you to toast it, but it doesn't matter because even after they toast it or heat it up, I promise it's going to warm up in the bag in about 2.5 seconds. Because when you get home, it's going to be nice and lukewarm. You're going to have to heat up your microwave. You're going to have to put it in there. You're not going to ever be able to bring it home from one Subway drive-thru and bring it home and be like, wow, this is still fresh. Nope, not going to be able to do that. But it's going to taste good after that microwave if they do the ingredients right. I promise. If you get there on a lucky day, that Subway is actually going to hit, and it's going to be worth it to you. Now, I will say they did add some new inventions to the joint. The foot-long pretzels that they had were actually pretty good when I had it. You can get it. I think they're like, yeah, that's what.
Yeah, that was the driest pretzel of all time. I don't know.
Now, when I had it, it was good, and they gave me the option to either butter or salt, or even get it with cinnamon, which I didn't even know about the cinnamon. I got it with the cinnamon. I wanted something sweet, and it was good. But that's even more to my point. He got a dry pretzel stick, and it was terrible. So I can't think of the best, worst sub place to put this as the last overall pick.
Question for you. Do you like the smell or do you hate it? Like, it's got a very strong, distinct smell. Are you a fan of that?
I do like the smell of Subway. Yeah. I actually do. That's what sucks about it, because you go in there and it smells so good. Yes. You're like, I believe it's going to be good. I believe that we will win. And just nothing. Just nothing. Just sadness.
I will say, once you find a good sub at Subway, it hits.
It is. Yeah. What's the sub choice here? What's the sub choice? Because
I just get a cold cut, and then. Yeah. But the secret is you got to get the mayonnaise and the honey mustard mix. Yeah. Man, that sauce combo it makes.
Whoa.
Trust me, bro. The mayonnaise and honey mustard. The sauce blend makes the sub a million times better. Josh is giving me a look. I promise, bro. I promise, brother.
My God, I'd rather eat vomit.
Wow, man.
No, I promise, bro.
Wait, what part of it is making you vomit? The mayonnaise or the honey mustard?
But the fact that they're going together.
No, that's what unlocks them, bro. That's what unlocks them.
Unlocks.
That sounds foul, dude. I don't know.
Okay, what's the meat you're putting this mayonnaise and honey mustard with?
Oh my God!
Whatever is the cold cut, it's like the is it ham and turkey or I don't know ham and
turkey
salami.
And I think salami. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
God, dude.
Yeah. So
trust, bro.
Let me get a foot long of salami, honey mustard, and mayonnaise. You nasty
and ham
ass!
And turkey.
Oh my gosh. That is disgusting, dude. Oh my God.
Okay.
Let's see. It's turkey, bologna, turkey ham, and turkey salami. There you go.
Turkey. Oh my bologna. Yeah, bologna. Oh my God. Who goes to Subway and gets bologna?
It's gas, bro.
If that's not Oscar Mayer, I'm not eating bologna. I'm letting you know right now.
Bologna, honey mustard, and mayo, brother. You're gonna have to brush your teeth like 10 times in a row before you talk to anyone.
All right, Josh, what do you get on your sub?
I get steak and cheese, brother. I get steak and cheese, little onion,
amen, brother,
and some mayo. Like and then I toast it. Like that's you just give me a good old Philly.
I'm going to Penn Station if I'm getting a Philly cheesesteak.
You are right. I mean, Subway. If I'm going to Subway, like I'm bad off. Like something's been very wrong. Like the world's ending and it's the only restaurant available. So.
People should know the subs. If every other sub place had a drive-through, they would have been gone first round. I don't know. The first and second round would look a lot different right now. Chad, what's your sub? Everybody else, we got to hear.
I'm not even a big sub guy, so like you all can have your sub places, but meatball sub for me.
Firehouse, yeah.
Firehouse specifically, yeah. Shout out.
Oh, does Firehouse have a drive-thru? I feel like they do.
No, they don't.
They do not.
At least the one on Lexington.
I don't think they do.
Unfortunately.
But yeah, that's
Schlossky's does. I forgot about them.
yeah, I have very little to contribute to subs because like I just get meatball and cheese.
So Chad go to Subway and get a foot long PB&J.
No.
I would though. That'd probably be gas actually.
No, okay, so like whatever the equivalent to a hook and ladder would be, because I always go to Firehouse. I don't go to Subway, so whatever the equivalent to a hook and ladder.
I think that would be Devin's cold cut. Actually, I think that would be the equivalent.
You're getting honey mustard and mayo too. Congratulations, you're gonna vomit.
Yum.
Are the footlongs still like $15?
The cold cut is only like 8.
Okay.
The steak and cheese is like 11, 12.
Yeah, the more specialty ones are.
Okay, maybe it was a specialty one.
If it's on that Subway, like the online exclusive, the online series or whatever it is, like that you can go.
Yeah, then they're pretty brutal.
Yeah.
I just
the hook and ladder
$5
is
at one
turkey
point.
and ham.
Throwback.
Really talking about this place, maybe I could have gone a better last pick, man. But like,
Josh, the hook and ladder has mayonnaise and deli mustard. I mean, like it's not that far off from mayonnaise and honey mustard. Well, they're basically equivalent.
I can see how the sweetness of the honey mustard could interfere with the mayo, I guess. But like deli mustard, that tanginess with the mayo, absolutely, that's fire.
Yeah, it's the sweetness of the honey mustard.
Yeah. If it's deli mustard, I bet he would actually like it.
Yeah, I mean, I've had regular mustard and mayonnaise mixed, and it's completely fine. So
yeah. Actually, honestly, now that I think about it, I actually gotta agree with Josh here. I don't even think I'd like the honey mustard on mayo. It might be too sweet for me. It depends. Now, wait, what mayo are we using? Ah, man, we're gonna get into something else.
Whatever. Yeah, whatever.
I'm just.
All right, well, we've been here for an hour and 20 minutes now, so Chad, take it away. Give us your movie of the week, and let's wrap this up.
Ooh, almost caught me off guard. Like, we're going to skip me or what?
I forget.
But yeah, how many weeks have we done this? And I'd be remiss to not have a Marvel movie yet. So that's what we got this week. We got Spider-Man No Way Home.
Before you said it. Dang, I was trying to say.
Oh, are you gonna guess?
I just gotta say. I mean, Chad does the hard work over here. He does the heavy lifting. He's giving out 5-star movie recommendations week in, week out. And Josh can't even be bothered to watch The Godfather. He's too busy watching.
Brother, you haven't either.
Vampire. I'm not watching movies. I'm not watching vampire cuts and Lisa Frankenstein and you name it.
I watched Lisa
the Hunger
Frankenstein
Games
3
trilogy.
months ago.
Seen all the Hunger Games movies since then.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad we watched the entire.
I know, and guess who has picked these movies out? Not me.
Not the Peanuts movie. I mean, just keep adding to the list. Peanuts just gets worse and worse.
I'm a big Snoopy fan. I'm gonna get to The Godfather. All right, the woman picked up these movies, so that's what I watched.
You didn't make another Godfather before you see a Godfather.
Okay, no, you haven't seen Mrs. Doubtfire. You haven't seen The Godfather. You haven't seen Top Gun Maverick. I mean, you have no room to talk.
What do you mean I haven't seen God? What have they done to my boy? You're outrageous for that one. You're outrageous for that one. Have I finished The Godfather? Hell no. But
then you haven't seen it.
But
who is this guy? Who is this guy? Are you on Pluto? Oh my goodness.
I was going to say, Devin didn't even mention the worst part. The worst part is that he started it and just was like quitting.
I got 30 minutes in. It's because I had something come up. I had something come up.
Finishing The Godfather.
Lord. I'm going to finish The Godfather. Holy. I had something come up.
It's been like 2 weeks. I'm surprised you remember what happened.
I had something come up. I will get back to it. I promise you.
Oh. Vito Corleone would be upset with you.
Well,
what?
Bleh.
Hey.
Okay.
You said Spider-Man, Chad?
Yeah, so we got Spider-Man No Way Home. It's one of my favorite Marvel movies outside of the Avengers movies. It's got, spoiler alert. Am I allowed to spoil this one?
No, I don't know. I've not seen this one.
I haven't either.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my
it's gonna
God.
be hard to do this one.
You don't. I mean, you
Yeah,
must be under
Josh
a
knows
rock.
what I'm talking about.
You must be under a rock. This was the biggest news ever. Like, I mean, if you didn't hear about what happened in this movie, then I mean,
I've only seen Homecoming, so I'm not familiar. No.
I was about to ask, do I have to see the other ones to see this one? Like, I don't even know the storyline for this one, so...
I would recommend watching all the Spider-Man
I would
movies.
recommend watching Tobey Maguire. I would recommend watching Andrew Garfield. I would recommend watching all the Tom Hollands. Yes, I would. That's all I'll say.
So, I've already had that part spoiled for me. I just need to know the storyline.
Well, I don't spoil it for me because I got zero clue what happens in this movie.
So let's not spoil the storyline, but I know what part you all are referencing because it's just a TikTok staple, and you can't scroll through it without seeing it every once in a while. So
Ain't on my for you page.
it's on mine. So no spoilers, but I do know what you're talking about.
It's got Spider-Man in there. Yeah.
Can't
This
confirm.
just cut. This
Can't
just
confirm
cut
there is Spider-Man.
This just cut his review down by like 10 minutes.
I was like, okay, I have nothing to say now.
People, there's bad people and there's Spider-Man and they fight and
So yeah, every
crazy,
Marvel movie ever.
crazy
Wait,
things.
okay,
There's a love
does-
interest and
Jonah J. Jameson yell at him the whole way through.
yeah,
Did I get some
JK
Jonah-
Every
Simmons,
Marvel
yeah.
movie ever.
J.K. Simmons is there yelling again. Yeah.
Yes,
Throwback
all
to
right.
Whiplash.
If I don't have J.K. Simmons yelling at him as Jonah J. Jameson, I kind of don't want to do it.
Oh, there's some of that. Yeah.
Is it better than the Spider-Verse movies?
I think so. That's a question for Josh, though. He's
I
more
don't know. They're I'd probably give it to Spider-Verse personally, but it's a very good movie.
Yeah.
They're close. They're definitely close for sure. Like they're the top. Like, yeah, they're the top movies for the Spider-Man rankings.
But yeah. There are multiple Spider-Men.
Are there any other Marvel movies that'll intertwine with the Spider-Verse or the Spider movie or the Spider-Man movies? Or is it just, do I just have to watch Spider-Man all the way through?
Can you... Oh, this one... Jeez.
Like, do I need to watch Iron Man's also, or do I need
No.
to watch GOG? Or...
Nah, I mean,
I would just watch watch the other Spider-Mans. That's my recommendation. Watch Tobey Maguire.
Okay.
Watch Andrew Garfield. It'll be good.
Well, there you go.
It ties them all together. It's great. Great.
All right.
But yeah, so that's all I got to say, apparently.
Yeah. Go watch No Way Home. Let us know what you guys think. Devin, wrap it up for us, bud.
Yeah, as always, thank you guys for tuning in. Feel free to check us out. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or anywhere else you get your podcasts. Go ahead and drop a subscribe on there, 5-star review, and check us out on YouTube as well. Check the video version. You can see all of our crazy reactions, and you can find us there at From the Sidelines Pod. Feel free to hit the subscribe button, drop a like, a comment, let us know what you think there. And of course, if you have any questions or feedback, you can send us an email to theftspod@gmail.com. Let us know who you think won the fast food draft, or who came in second at least. And then, of course, always drop a follow on social media. You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok at FTS Pod.
Bye. Have a great time.
Bye. Have a good day.
Good time.